today I have someone truly inspiring. She is in the field of dermatology from past 20 years, expert in aesthetics, laser, skincare and skin health of women. She is a bestseller author, force behind I Am Diva mission, and she helps many to embrace their beauty with confidence. She's worked with lots of celebrities too. So let's welcome Dr. Parul.
Thank you so much for having me over, and congratulations on the wonderful initiative you've taken.
Thank you. Dr. Parul, to begin with, we've seen a shift in the eating habits of all. People prefer fast foods, junk food, sugary drinks. So what exactly is the impact of these food on the skin of young women or teenagers? What is your take on this?
Absolutely. This is such an important question because the entire trend of this new Gen Zs and of course working people is going from home cooked food to fast, readily available food, and that's causing disaster on the skin and on the hair, because whatever we eat is going to show up on the skin. So there's a lot of inflammation which goes on in the body when you take these high carb, high sugar and of course dairy products, and the inflammation is seen on the scalp, it's seen on the face and also on the bodies. To name few, maybe if we see some metabolic disorders like obesity, skin conditions related to obesity, then you have, of course, menstrual abnormalities. The most important one which I want to highlight is acanthosis nigricans, which is like an insulin resistant stage, and you actually get dark patches. Imagine teenagers of 12 and 13. I've seen having dark patches on the face, on the side of the neck and in the underarms, and to tell their parents when it's an alarming situation that your kid is having over calories than what he's burning is really sad. So as early as 13s, if we can see that, that means definitely it's not a good trend. It's making disaster in the society. Second, of course, we have acne flares, we've got inflammation on the scalp, we've got constant rosacea and sometimes persistent dandruff. Now we see teens and even young adults having persistent dandruff. So the reason when we jotted that down or maybe percolated it down, we saw the gut health was bad. And of course menstrual abnormalities, anxiety issues, then you have mood swings as well. All of this is related to gut. Just to make you understand that skin and gut are deeply connected, and if your gut is not happy, definitely your skin either will not be.
Absolutely true, doctor. We've seen this shift definitely, but how do we actually work on it? I mean, what advice do you give it to teens or their parents that how do we again come back to normal?
So simple steps, it all starts by making a shift in mindful eating. So we are looking at reducing sugary foods, your heavy carb food, your junk food, and of course your milk products. If we reduce that, because they are all pro-inflammatory, they're going to lead to acne flares, they're going to lead to constipation, mood swings, and also hormonal and metabolic changes. So making a conscious effort that we are not giving this kind of food to our kids, and you're not indulging yourself when you're on the move, rather than choose something more colorful like your vegetables, your fruits, and have loads of water, nutritive food. Consciously, if you make that, that's the first step. Second most important point what I want to highlight is eating on time and eating early. This is something which we all are missing in the rut of the entire day. So people are eating late nights, late night binging is happening, lot of sugary drinks and food is going to happen at night, and that's going to disturb your sugar cycle and insulin cycle, leading to a lot of problems. So my second takeaway for all the people is please eat early and eat regularly, because irregular food eating habits every single day also disrupts the metabolism. And the last one, I would want you to include gut friendly food like yogurt and banana, which actually regularizes the gut microflora, and that will cause less of the digestive problems. So I think these simple tips are good enough and bold enough for you to come back on track and not have any gut issues and hence skin issues and hair issues.
Doctor, let's talk about something which we regularly do. We see so many ads coming up on social media. We see the reels, ये नया product आया है, इसको try करो, this is beneficial. So do we actually need all these products, and are they actually authenticate to follow these reels and buy these products?
This is a very interesting question, and I come across every single day almost. I have people coming with a basket full of products. They keep it in front of me and they say, I've used everything which is there on Instagram. I've bought everything, but nothing seems to work on. My glow is not happening, or maybe they come back with a reaction. I must tell you, we do not need a 20-step product routine. Absolutely. Even if you pick up the right one, use it in the right order and use it for a proper consistent 3 months, you will get your glow. So as easy as the concepts of cleansing, hydration, say protection, which is with your cleanser, serum, moisturizer, sunscreen. So I've put it in a simple acronym as CSMS. C is for cleanser, then you have your serum, which is an antioxidant serum, then you have your moisturizer and your sunscreen. These only 4 simple basic steps, if you follow in the morning, your skin is ready to kind of bear the sun and the entire day, and your skin is healthy and protected. At night, when the body sleeps, your skin is repairing, your organs are repairing. You just have to add 1 maybe retinol or maybe second 2 peptide, depending upon how much damage you have. Only 1 or 2 products at night for the repair are good enough. You really do not need a 20-step process. So guys, next time whenever somebody is buying any product, please ask yourself, do you know whether that product works for you? Is that product right for you? Do you know how to use it? And do not follow any to every skincare trend which is there in the market. That may be not for you. So just stick to the basics, stick to the right ones, pick up the one which is recommended, highly recommended, and know how to use it in a scheduled manner. Be consistent maybe for 2 to 3 months, asking your dermatologist in place, and you'll get your skin goals right there.
Everybody, please remember this. So, Dr. Parul, the word stress, I mean, I would say each and every lady around us is into stress. Some or the other stress, it can be office, it can be ghar ka, it can be bachcho ka, whatever. I mean, there's not a single lady who's not under stress. So, how exactly the stress affects our skin?
Absolutely. Stress is a silent killer. An acute stress for 1 episode is good for the body because the body is prepared to counter that with some kind of hormones. But if you're constantly under the stress, like I related to the feel of perfectionism, what women want to have today, be the best at work, be the best at home, taking care of the kids very well, taking care of the in-laws, and then also in the all relationships, what happens subconsciously is that your body is secreting a lot of steroid, we call it as cortisone, and that keeps the body and on the alert. And because of this, there are a lot of inflammation which happens in the skin and on the hair, even in the body, because it's the kind of the alertness which it gives because you are pulling that up. So what we've seen is acne breakouts. You will see a lot of oiliness on the skin. You'll see constant dandruff happening, hair fall happening. What I've also seen nowadays being highlighted are the autoimmune conditions like vitiligo coming up early to women. Second, alopecia areata. It's a universal worldwide, even Hollywood people under stress. I don't want to name them, but they are talking about alopecia areata, where you get coin-shaped bald patches on the scalp. It's nothing but stress, accumulated stress. Psoriasis, with arthritis. All these conditions are autoimmune, and skin and mind, like I said, they're connected. So when you have the constant stress and constant pull of yourself to prove yourself the best, this is what happens. So acne can break out, you have all these kind, and of course your menstrual abnormalities, mood swing, all of this can definitely happen. One more thing is, when stress happens, you will have disrupted sleep. When you don't sleep well, the body has to recover at night. When you sleep well, the body has to recover and regenerate. If you are stressful, you're not sleeping well. So we start aging early, premature aging, fine lines, open pores, and wrinkles and lines. You look much aged as compared to somebody who doesn't have that much of stress. So stress is a silent killer. It's working from within, and this is what we've seen. So perfectionism is okay to say, okay to speak, but it's pulling out your health, your mindset, your vitality, your productivity, and it's going to hamper your health totally.
Thank you. Dr. Parul, I totally relate to that. That perfectionist is what woman already relates herself to. So understood what is the issue, but how do we exactly handle this? How do we handle this stress, and how do we come out of it? And how can we keep our skin safe?
By learning to let go the word perfectionism and let's embrace self-care. Let's first make boundaries for our own self. Say no whenever you do not have to. Sometimes we stretch over our abilities, or sometimes we step over our own feet to prove. Let's not do that. Second, let's understand as women we undergo emotional changes, physical changes, mental changes every single month. And with that, whatever changes come, maybe you're feeling bloated, maybe you're not looking that great, maybe your hair is very limp or you're having hair fall. Let's accept and be kind to our own self. Because the moment you accept, you are in a happy space and you will not stress about it. And the third point is, the moment we accept, let's prioritize our me time. There's a concept called as me time, where you're, in your own comfort zone. You can spend time with your friends, you can indulge into hobbies, you can do meditation, journaling, maybe spend on your own self, go on a solo vacation. All of these are so good to your own self well-being and mind, and will have a great impact to counter your stress. Because happy memories, what you collect in all these, is good enough to counter the bad side effects of the cortisone secreted in the stressful times. So the body will not go into sudden alert situation and not give you the conditions which I mentioned, like autoimmune conditions, and we'll be saved from it. So as women, be kind to yourself, prioritize yourself, and self-love. I think with that, the stress definitely will go low, and please learn to say a no to whatever you do not agree.
So, Dr. Parul, one last and final advice I would require from you when it comes to women health and skin. What would be the last take from you?
So, I would like to sum it up as, put yourself first. You cannot pour out if your cup is empty. There's something called as mind, body, soul axis. So, mind, you keep your stress away by the points which I said. When it comes to body, do your exercise and take care of your gut health. And when it comes to soul, take self-care. I mean, self-love, self-care is absolutely important. The moment you are aligned in your mind, body, soul, your skin, hair, your body, your thoughts, everything works perfectly in harmony. Second is, I always tell my patients that these 5 parameters of blood, you must make sure they are under control. Your CBC, especially I need to know your hemoglobin, because women bleed every single month and their hemoglobin just drops. So hemoglobin, vitamin B12, D3, thyroid, and blood sugar levels. These are the 5 essential parameters I check for all my I Am Diva participants and all my clients, because they tell you a lot about what's going inside, and they directly impact the quality of your skin and on your hair as well. So 5 parameters every single year, you must make sure that you're right on them. Third is, invest in your skincare. I've said the word invest. I'm not saying just go and buy. I'm saying invest. Invest why? Because this will reap rewards all through your life. The moment you are looking good, your hair is looking good, you have a different kind of a confidence in you, and that will reflect in your happiness, your boldness, your approach towards the life, and of course you will attack success. Next is, prioritize me time, exercise time, or maybe movement, whatever works for you. Maybe exercise, Pilates, swimming, you may like 10,000 steps, you may like a power yoga, gym, anything. It's okay. Just go and do that every single day. If not, at least 4 to 5 times in a week. Sleep is important. Sleep is deep, long sleep will recharge and regenerate your body. It will work more towards longevity and quality of your life. Last not the least, love yourself unconditionally. However you are, just accept yourself. Be kind to your own self. Because the moment you are in self-love with your own self, you are more calmer. You're not running, you're not chasing, and that gives a very happy space to your own self. You'll be a bigger giver. And the more giver you are magnetic. It shows in your radiance, it shows in your health, it shows in your vitality, success, productivity, and that Then you can take up all the roles which we all said, and you'll be a success lady. But yes, do not chase self-love, indulge in your own self, and put yourself first. And that's how your skin and hair and mind, body, soul will all be in alignment.
Thank you, Dr. Parul. It was quite insightful. Remember what all points she's mentioned. She's given a lot of powerful takeaways. Do practice that, and trust me, self-love is important. Self-love isn't selfish. You should know how to prioritize yourself. And today I challenge you to take at least one step. It can be better eating, it can be good sleep, exercise, whatever you like, but take one step today so that it helps you for a better health. And these small steps are actually the beginning for a big start. Glow inside out, and see you again in the next episode on Her Health, Her Power. Happy Women's Day to all.
Happy Women's Day to all.